హలో హలో.
People who are watching.
Yes, yes. Cameras are there.
Yeah, yeah. Right in front and back of this stand, no?
Yes, yes. Sir, open, sir.
Hello, sound check.
Better. This campus is nice. Because campus was good. After my team, we came from behind. From late, roads and research plots.
Started in 61, sir.
Oh, is it? Very old it is. Okay, really had good. I think during Brahmanand Reddy's time, and that was that huge area, no?
Public 70.
That area in Hyderabad, APIU, today's, that entire area was given, no? Thousands of acres. And it's thanks to that that all these other institutes came up. Yeah,
Government of University,
yeah, that all came because there was land available.
Yes.
I think it was Brahmanand Reddy's when he was CM or it was agriculture minister. Sometimes I think even CM only. That huge area which was there. Sure, it was
Maybe province of better.
all this, whether all these institutes you're talking about, including ICR's institute, they all come up thanks to that.
Nam also there.
NAM is there, Manage is there, NIRE program,
I see
all
probably rice,
millets,
millets,
even the paddy,
in the ARR.
IRR, everything is there. It's come. Huh?
I request all to stand for national anthem. Commencement of convocation proceedings.
Do I have the permission of the Chancellor to commence the convocation proceedings?
Yes, permitted.
This convocation of the Acharya Enjiranga Agriculture University has been called to confer the degrees upon the candidates who in the examinations held for the purpose have been certified to be worthy of the same.
Presentation of annual report by Honorable Vice Chancellor. Annual report.
Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Chancellor, Acharya Enjiranga Agriculture University, and President of today's convocation, His Excellency Sri Biswabhushan Harichandanji, distinguished Chief Guest, Dr. Ashok Dalwai, IAS, Chief Executive Officer, National Rainfed Area Authority, Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, distinguished members of Board of Management, Academic Council, Research and Advisory Council, and graduating students and their respected parents, faculty, supporting staff, teaching staff, and administrative staff of this university, invited guests, distinguished my beloved student friends and representatives of press and media, I have a proud privilege of welcoming you to this 51st convocation of Acharya Enjiranga Agriculture University in this Mahathi Auditorium, Tirupati, with the blessings of Lord Balaji. It's a great pleasure and honor to welcome the Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Chancellor of Acharya Enjiranga Agriculture University and President of today's convocation, His Excellency Biswabhushan Harichandanji. He is a lawyer and writer. He was elected 5 times to the Odisha Legislative Assembly and also served as the Minister of Law, Fisheries and Revenue before his appointment as Governor of this state of Andhra Pradesh. And also it is with a great pleasure that I welcome the Chief Guest of today's convocation, Dr. Ashok Dalwai, IAS, Chief Executive Officer, National Rainfed Area Authority, Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India. Dr. Dalwai, an IAS officer of 1984 batch, he served in Orissa, Karnataka, and then he served in Government of India, and he is responsible for several policies. He brought out several reforms in the states of Odisha, Karnataka, and of course in the Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India. And especially Dr. Dalwai, everyone knows that he chaired the interministerial committee formed by Honorable Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji, on how to double the farmers' income, and the summary of the recommendations he was responsible, that was well appreciated by all over the country for the benefit of the farmers and farming community of entire country. Recognizing his own services, Dr. Dalwai was given honorary doctorate by University of Agricultural Sciences, Dharwad, and several agriculture universities in the country. We welcome you, sir. And also it is my pleasure to welcome former Vice Chancellors, Academic Council members, Board of Management, parents of the graduates who are taking degrees today, and all the invitees, press and media, and all the faculty members of our university, and each and everyone sitting here. Today is another milestone in the history of Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, as we are celebrating this 51st Annual Convocation in presence of every one of you. Sir, I take this opportunity with the permission of Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Chancellor of Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University to submit a few activities of the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University during the period April 2017 to March 2018, for which period this convocation is being celebrated. Sir, Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University is one of the best agriculture universities, 74 agriculture universities in the country, giving agricultural education, research, and extension coupled with farmer service. And here, the BSc Agriculture, Masters, and PhD programs are being given in agriculture, agricultural engineering, food technology, and home science. So in the BSc Agriculture, there are 481 students who have been qualified during this period, who are getting degrees today. And in addition, master's program is being offered in this university in 25 disciplines, and PhD program is being offered in 18 departments in this university. And there are 151 students who have been qualified in the present convocation, where they are taking degrees, and PhD 34 students are taking doctorates in this convocation. In addition, there is in the university, we are giving 2 years diploma courses after 10th class, and in Telugu medium, in agriculture, seed technology, and organic farming, and also 3 years diploma course in agriculture and engineering in English medium as a diploma course. Sir, so far in this university, 40,155 students, they received their degrees in undergraduation and post-graduation. 29,826 students, they took their BSc degrees, undergraduation degrees, and 10,329 students, they got their post-graduation and PhD degrees. And the students of this university who have studied their undergraduation, masters, and post-graduation, the performance of the students of the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University has been excellent. If you see that last 3 years, our students of university bagged national level, second prize in JRF examination at national level. And as the students completed their degrees and post-graduation from these universities, they are occupying the several prestigious positions nationally and internationally, and several of these alumni, they are leading the rice and different research programs of national and international organizations, including International Rice Research Institute, IRI, CIMIT, and several international organizations. And coming to the research programs, the technologies developed from this university are accepted by the farmers of not only Andhra Pradesh, and the technologies developed from this university were well accepted and adopted all over the country. For example, if you take the crop of rice, which is the most important crop in India, which is being cultivated in 42 million hectares, and the rice varieties developed from this university are occupying 1/3 of national area, contributing about 1 lakh crores of gross value added annually. If you see the 2019-20 data, this is the contribution of Acharya Enjiranga Agriculture University. The most predominant varieties being the BPT 5204 developed 36 years back, and Swarna also the variety released about 35-36 years back. The most ruling varieties in the world, and nobody could replace these two varieties so far that developed from Andhra Pradesh Agriculture University at the time. So, in addition, the several varieties and technologies have been developed from this university in different crops, groundnut, pulses, sugarcane, were well adapted by all over the country. This is the contribution, and at that time it was combined university, fisheries, animal husbandry. Today's the 47,000 crores of export is from the combined university of Andhra Pradesh Agriculture University. And particularly during this year, several technologies were developed during 17-18. 11 high-yielding varieties were developed of this MTU 1156, NDLR 7, and TBG 104 Black Gram, Nandyal Bengal Gram 47, the first variety developed suitable for machine harvesting in chickpea. The most out of 11 varieties, all these varieties were accepted by the farmers of Andhra Pradesh and in the country. 27,000 quintals of seed has been produced during this year and supplied to different farmers and the seed corporations all over the country. And in addition, 333 tons of biofertilizers were produced and supplied to the farmers directly from the university. And in addition, several activities are being taken up in this university. And extension also, Andhra Pradesh Agriculture University is very, very proactive in collaboration with Department of Agriculture. And now the government has established 10,778 Raitu Bharosa Kendras. The university is working with all these Raitu Bharosa Kendras of the Department of Agriculture and different universities, horticulture and veterinary, Raitu Mission of Andhra Pradesh, and doing the best in transferring the technologies. The latest developed technologies are being transferred to the farmers of Andhra Pradesh, and that's why if you see the recently given the statistics, Andhra Pradesh is number one in the growth rate, 11.8% growth rate. If you see the world growth rate is 2.32%. In India it is 3.42%, America it is 1.31%, in Andhra Pradesh it is 8.98%. If you see the last 20 years of data. So the growth rate given by CGG recently is 11.8% in agriculture. It is because of the technologies developed from this prestigious Acharya Enjiranga Agriculture University, and also the coupled with the dynamic and supporting policies of the government of Andhra Pradesh and the help of course, the farming community. So with this, because of this Andhra Pradesh Agriculture University with contribution to agricultural education, research and extension, farmer service and overall development, the faculty exchange, students' performance at national level, research technologies developed from this university, adoption of these technologies at national and international level, considering resource generation, faculty exchange programs and all these things. The Indian Council of Agriculture Research ranked the Acharya Enjiranga Agriculture University this year as at 11th position out of 74 agriculture universities in the country, and we are with the help of Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and our Chancellor of Acharya Enjiranga Agriculture University and the support of Government of Andhra Pradesh, our Department of Agriculture, the help of all my university colleagues, officers, faculty, everyone. I promise that we will go further ahead to further improve the ranking of the university at national level, and we will give the best quality agricultural education and research and extension services to the farmers. I thank at the end, before conclude, I thank once again for giving me the opportunity, the Honorable Governor and Chancellor of Acharya Enjiranga Agriculture University for his presence and for his permission. I sincerely thank you very much, sir. And also I thank Dr. Ashok Dalwai-ji, CEO NARA, and today's chief guest, and all the distinguished guests today, and all my university officers, faculty members, board members, each one, all my students and their parents, every one of you, for your blessing of this convocation, 51st convocation today. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Administering oath by Vice Chancellor.
Now the candidates for the degrees will now stand forward. Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that if admitted to the degrees for which you are severally candidates and for which you have been recommended, you will in daily life and conversation conduct yourself as becoming members of the university? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that to the utmost of your opportunity and ability you will support and promote the objectives of this university? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that you will, as far as in you lies, uphold and advance social justice, national integration and well-being of our country and fellow men?
Now presentation of honorary doctorate, honoris causa to Dr. Ashok Dalwai ji. Citation.
I will read the citation. Ashok Dalwai is a member of Indian Administrative Service of the 1984 batch, a doctorate in agriculture economics. He has served the states of Odisha, Karnataka and has been with Government of India since 2010. He has had an illustrious career in developmental administration where he has implemented several reforms in rural agrarian sector in the state of Odisha. He has applied his deep knowledge of agricultural science to transform the rural economy by increasing agrarian productivity in the region. As the commissioner of one of the fastest growing urban metropolitan cities in the country, that is Bangalore, Dr. Dalwai has implemented transformative projects in urban administration through the public-private partnership model, a partnership between the citizens, corporates and the civic administration agencies, the City Corporation, Metropolitan Transport Corporation, Water Supply and Sewerage Board and City Police. As a key member of the Bangalore Agenda Task Force, Dr. Dalwai envisioned and implemented several infrastructure projects that transformed the city into Silicon Valley and Garden City of India. Apart from holding several positions in his career at field and policy formulation levels, Dr. Dalwai has contributed immensely, affecting several reforms, some of which include the integrated 10-year perspective plan for land and water management in Kalahandi district of Orissa, that is from 92 to 2002, first agriculture policy of Odisha state 1997, first textile policy of Karnataka state 2003, self-assessment scheme for assessment of property tax for the city of Bangalore, model agriculture produce and livestock marketing, model contract farming and services promotion and facilitation act 2018, and guidelines for Grameen rural agriculture markets. He has held several important positions in the Odisha and Karnataka state government. He has been the chairman of various corporations including Odisha Mining Corporation, Industrial Development Corporation of Odisha, Industrial Infrastructure Development Corporation of Odisha, Industry Promotion and Investment Corporation of Odisha. He has served as the Deputy Director General UIDAI and was responsible for developing and deploying the state-of-the-art technology for biometric involvement and deduplication. Union government has constituted 8-member interministerial coming farmers' income, for which Dr. Ashok Dalwai was the chairman. The 14-volume report on doubling farmers' income 2022, prepared under his leadership, was recognized as one of the most comprehensive and evidence-based strategies. Dr. Dalwai is presently serving as Chief Executive Officer of National Rainfed Area Authority in the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare in the rank of Secretary to Government of India. In recognition of his services, Dr. Dalwai has won several awards including conferment of honorary doctorate by his alma mater, the University of Agricultural Sciences, Dharwad, Karnataka. Chancellor Sir, In view of his accomplishments and in recognition of his immense passion and commendable service at various capacities, particularly in preparing the policy document for doubling farmers' income, emphasizing majorly on the strategies and policies for overall rural development and for comprehensive growth of agrarian economy, I have pleasure in presenting Dr. Ashok Dalwai, CEO, National Rainfed Area Authority, Government of India, with honorary degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, during 51st Convocation of Acharya N.G. Ranga, Agriculture University, Guntur. By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor, I present honorary doctorate honoris causa to Dr. Ashok Dalwai, CEO, National Rainfed Area Authority, Government of India.
We will open, sir. We will take a photograph. Then we will open that.
Award of degrees and gold medals by Vice Chancellor. Postgraduate level, K. Praveen is awarded 3 gold medals. Mr. K. Praveen. Sri G. Sriramulu Memorial Gold Medal, Sri Vaddadi Narasimha Swami Memorial Gold Medal, Professor N.G. Ranga and Bharati Devi Ranga Memorial Gold Medal. For securing highest OGPA in the Faculty of Agriculture and also in the discipline of genetics and plant breeding, highest OGPA. G. Sirisha is awarded 2 gold medals, Sri Ramachandrula Hanumantarao and Srimati Rajyalakshmi Memorial Gold Medal for having completed MSc degree in the discipline of Agricultural Economics with highest OGPA, and Srimati K. Meenakshi Memorial Silver Medal for having completed MSc degree in the discipline of Agricultural Economics with the highest OGPA from SV Agriculture College, Tirupati. K. Maunika is awarded 2 gold medals, Sri Mandava Venkatramaya Gold Medal for having completed MSc degree in the discipline of Genetics and Plant Breeding with highest OGPA, and Dr. Subbareddy IAS Gold Medal for having completed MSc degree in the discipline of Genetics and Plant Breeding with highest OGPA. P.A. Akisha is awarded 2 gold medals, Srimati G. Venkatanarsama Gold Medal for Best MSc student in the Faculty of Agriculture with highest OGPA, and Dr. Sridhar Rao and Mrs. Sumitra Kulkarni Memorial Gold Medal for having completed MSc degree in the discipline of Agriculture Statistics with the highest OGPA. A. Radhika Ramya is awarded Sri Mandava Venkatramaya Gold Medal for Best Research Thesis in the discipline of Genetics and Plant Breeding in the Faculty of Agriculture. P. Maheshwar Reddy is awarded Professor G.S. Shankar Reddy Memorial Gold Medal for having completed PhD in the discipline of agronomy with highest OGPA. A. Manisha is awarded Sri A. Bucheswarao Memorial Gold Medal for having completed MSc degree in the discipline of entomology with highest OGPA. M. Leelavati is awarded Sri Bhoja Venkat Reddy Memorial Gold Medal for having completed MSc degree in the discipline of seed science and technology with highest OGPA. N. Veronica is awarded Professor N.G. Ranga and Bharati Devi Ranga Memorial Gold Medal 1900 to 95 for female for having completed PhD in the Faculty of Agriculture with highest OGPA. E. Aparna is awarded APNL Biotechnology Gold Medal for having completed MSc AG degree in the discipline of molecular biology and biotechnology with highest OGPA. K. Bhargavi is awarded Sri C. Parameshwar Rao Memorial Gold Medal for having completed MSc AG degree in the discipline of agronomy with highest OGPA. M. Madhava is awarded Sri Yara Suryanarayana Srimati Venkayamma Gold Medal for best research work for betterment of environmental science among all the PG and PhD students. C.H. Naga Satyasri is awarded Sri Puchakayala Basavaya Chaudhary and Srimati Nagaratnamma Memorial Gold Medal for having completed MSc degree in the discipline of entomology with highest OGPA from Agriculture College, Bapatla. M. Rupali Neelakant is awarded Sri T. Lokidas Memorial Gold Medal for having completed MSc degree in the discipline of crop physiology with highest OGPA. S. Raju Naik, 4th All India Sugarcane Workers Conference Book Prize for thesis on sugarcane in MSc AG with highest OGPA in the Faculty of Agriculture. That's all. Address by Chief Guest. Now address by the Chief Guest. Invite.
I request the Chief Guest, Dr. Ashok Dalwai, Chief Executive Officer, National Rainfed Area Authority, Government of India, to deliver the Chief Guest address.
Namaskar to everyone. His Excellency, the Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Chancellor of Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, Shri Bishwa Bhushan Harichandanji, respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. A. Vishnuvardhan Reddy, respected members of the University's Board of Management, respected deans, directors, professors, scientists, and administrators, dear parents and family members, distinguished invitees, friends from the media, and young students of the university. Namaskar to once again all of you. Let's first all together recognize the presence of all the outgoing students who are this day being awarded the certificates of graduation, post-graduation, and doctorate in the respective programs and disciplines. Let's also recognize the ones who, by their extra effort, have won gold medals and distinction. Boys and girls who are passing out this day, on this momentous occasion, you need to remember everyone who made you possible to be here and receive this award. You need to remember with gratitude your own parents, your teachers, your family members, and everyone else from the place that you hail from, who held you right from the first step that took you into the primary school, and you came here. So let's first, all of us, give a big applaud to the students and the parents who have made this possible. As you move forward, you also need to remember and thank all your teachers. The first teacher who taught you at the nursery, the teacher who held you at the primary school, took you into the high school, then to the college, then the university, and you're all here. So the teachers need a big applaud. Let's all together give applause to all the teachers sitting here and who are not here. His Excellency the Governor, I'm aware that you have conferred this opportunity to me to be here only because of your graciousness, and I've had the opportunity of working with you in 2007-8 as the Secretary of the Department of Industries when you were my Honorable Minister. I'm also aware that this privilege has been given to me this day thanks to Dr. Vishnuvardhan Reddy, a younger friend of mine with whom I have been working for many years. We all have gathered here at this holy abode of Lord Venkateshwara, and we seek his blessings. But as we do, let's also remember that all of us belonging to different religions and different denominations believe in different gods, but all gods are one. So my advice to the young students passing out today is that as you move out, whatever God you remember, believe in, whatever name you call him or her, do thank that God and continue to seek the blessings. Friends, I'm aware that this particular university has been making strident progress over the last few years. Dr. Vishnuvardhan Reddy has worked with me in designing various policies, particularly with reference to the oil seeds of the country. And having known him, I'm aware that he can shoulder the responsibility of this great university and take it to greater heights. And that particular belief and faith of mine is substantiated, vindicated by the fact that this university pole vaulted from 31st rank at the All India level to 11th position in just 1 year. The nation is also grateful to this particular university, as it is one of the universities that helped the farmers of Andhra Pradesh to contribute to the food security of our nation. This undivided university of the undivided Andhra Pradesh
is recognized along with the farmers of Indo-Gangetic plains of Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh, who transitioned our country from food deficiency to one of food sufficiency within just 7 years by 1972. And that particular achievement of this university continues. We are all aware that today, this university over the last few years has been contributing to standard operation procedures for pesticide management, for organic farming, and seed management using drones. You have a center of excellence in the organic farming, and that's very important given the context that we are challenged by the consequences, rather negative consequences, of the intensive agriculture system under the Green Revolution. I'm also aware that this particular university, the breeders in particular, have given us new varieties in relation to groundnut and paddy, and at least 54% of the area under groundnut of this country is covered by the varieties released by the breeders of this university. And I'm confident the way you have started making progress, the fact that along with the rank that you have pole vaulted, the fact that for 3 consecutive years, the students of this university have been scoring the highest number of awards at the Post-Graduation Scholarship Award is a great tribute to the academic standards of the constituent colleges of this great university. Andhra Pradesh state, as I told you, has been one of the resurgent states during the 1960s and 70s and thereafter, with at least 40 major rivers, including Krishna, Godavari, Tungabhadra, and Pennar. There's so much of scope that the university has got to make greater contributions to the transformation of agriculture. After the state of Andhra Pradesh came to be reorganized in 2014, after the first reorganization in 1956, the role of agriculture has come to occupy center stage once again. 60% of the population of this state today is dependent on agriculture for livelihood. 27% of the state's agriculture, GVA's contribution of agriculture. Therefore, the role of agriculture continues to be important, and therefore the role of agriculture universities continues to be important. I'm sure that the universities of agriculture, including those in the animal husbandry and horticulture, will recognize the fulcrum role that they have got to play in the future transformation of this agriculture, of the state. Friends, agriculture has always been the centerpiece of human civilization. It was 12,000 years ago that the first settlement began, when the hunter-gatherer man was sure that he's going to access food because he learned how to identify the good seeds and started growing them. He learned how to domesticate animals like sheep and goat and learned animal husbandry. With better, safer access to food, the human habitation has continued, and it is 12,000 years of history. Nearer the centuries, our population was just 1 billion around 1800. It grew to 1.6 billion by 1900. It became 6.08 billion by 2000. And by 2050, we are going to be 9.9 billion population on this earth. And alongside this, it is India which has been galloping in population. We were just 32 crores in 1947, and that is undivided India. If it was undivided, it would have been 39 crore. If divided India was just 32 crores. And today we are 132 with 1.65 billion by 2050, earning the dubious distinction of being the most populous country, surpassing China in the next 3 decades. So what do we do for that? But we must understand, if agriculture has been contributing to the civilization, what role can it play over the next 30 years is the question. If we want to move forward, it's always important that we also learn the lessons of the past. The lessons of the past are that there have been certain negative influences, and that is because we have not been ecosystem-oriented in practicing agriculture. The reaction that we adopted in 1965 as a result of the food deficiency was one of adopting intensive use of Green Revolution technology. And what we see today is toxicity of soil, depletion of groundwater, and exacerbated by the climate change with increasing number of weather extremities. Just last year, 2019-20, the assessment is across this globe, we have lost 69 billion United States dollar worth of value thanks to the climate change. And India is supposed to be the most affected country, and it will be because of the tropical climate. Therefore, sustainability is the answer forward. When we talk of sustainability, generally the scientists will tell us about technologies, integrated farming system, conservation agriculture, etc. They are all very important. But as policy makers, who you are going to be, as scientists who you are going to be, as professors who you are going to be, one advice that I would like to give you is, please look at first the first order sustainability factors. The first order sustainability factors are that we need to redesign our systems approach. The system so far has been that between the irrigated and the rain-fed areas, we have been extremely partial in favor of the irrigated systems and disfavoring the rain-fed systems, while 52% of this country's arable land is under rain-fed systems. We therefore now need to have a balanced approach where both irrigated and rain-fed areas will contribute and therefore bring about sustainability. Second, we have not been equitable in terms of the crops and activities. 72% of our cultivated area is under just a few crops, cereals, pulses and oilseeds. That means everything else, horticulture, plantation, livestock, fisheries, aquaculture, all of it is not been given the due area it deserves. And therefore there's huge pressure on just a few crops, particularly paddy and wheat, because these two crops account for 72% of the net cultivated area in this country, which is not fair. Third, in terms of production, there has been bias. If there has been an area bias, there is a production bias. Out of the 297 million tons of food grains that we grew 2 years back, 227 million tons just came from two crops, paddy and wheat. That means everything else, cereals like jawar and bajra, pulses, oilseeds, they were accounting just for about 50 million tons. And what is the result of that? The result is India is food secure but not nutrition secure. The 2020 report of the Global Hunger Index shows that India stands at 101st rank out of 116 countries evaluated. That means we are at the bottom. And that is manifest in terms of malnourishment, undernourishment. So what we need to do is to bring about a balance in the production matrix. And the fourth important dissonance that we can see in our country is that we are focusing on production, but not on the post-production. And therefore, we are not practicing what's called an agriculture value system. Whereas we need to look at pre-production, production, and post-production. Only then we shall have what is called sustainability. And in absence of this kind of approach, what we see today is India is wasting rupees 1 lakh crore worth of food commodities after it has been harvested. If only we can save this 1 lakh crore worth of agriculture commodity through better storage, better transportation, our farmers will get 1 lakh crore more even today without growing additionally. And the sixth one is that we are nutrition agnostic. We are supposed to be nutrition conscious. It is because of our agnostic approach to nutrition that there is so much of carbohydrate in this country, but so less of fruits and vegetables, vitamins, or the essential amino acids, all because we have not been fair to all the crops or all the commodities. So if this is the reason, the purpose of telling this to you is that if we want to bring about sustainability, which is the need of the hours, instead of just looking at the technologies, we need to look at the first order sustainability. That means too much of pressure on water, too much of pressure on wheat, too much of pressure on Indo-Gangetic belt, or too much of pressure on Krishna-Godavari belt. We need to spread that and even out that particular pressure. Now, friends, one thing please remember, that in our country, the future is going to be, as across the globe, will be led by at least 6 technologies. As young students who are now going to shoulder policy, science, technology, research, academics, you do well to remember that the future is going to be driven by 6 new technologies. There could be many more, but the 6 technologies or practices that come to my mind are, first, biotechnology. There is so much, of course, still to be settled about biotechnology because there are moral hazards. But then within the biotechnology, there is so much of focus which can be brought on what is called intra-species biotechnology, which does not suffer from moral hazards, and that is the genome editing. And second one is the nanotechnology, because resource use is most important. We have been using too much of resources, and if we go at the same rate and continue with the higher population, then we will be left with not much of a resource. So the resource use efficiency is very important, and therefore nanotechnology is very critical for us. The third one, the digital technology. The 21st century is going to be led by digital technology. It is going to help us at every segment. So you must be aware and be savvy with the digital technology. And the fourth one, in terms of farmers, because we have got large number of small and marginal farmers who do not have access to the finances, financial technology or fintech is going to be the fourth pillar of the transformation that we should be practicing over the next 30 years. And this fifth one is what is called indoor agriculture. We are used to practicing agriculture on the farms, but technology is going to help us to practice indoor agriculture or controlled atmospheric agriculture. And that includes vertical gardening, it includes the hydroponics, aeroponics, and so on and so forth. Not that it is going to replace the outdoor farming, but this is going to be a very good supplement. And we need to start, the scientists in particular need to start looking at this indoor farming. And the sixth one, very important from the perspective of sustainability, from the perspective of jobs for the farmers, from the perspective of enhancing incomes for the farmers, is that we need to look at bioeconomy through the secondary agriculture, because that's going to add greater value to the agriculture produce, help the farmers to capture greater value. If we can do so much, these six technologies combined with the sustainability approach through a more equitable system, then we'll be addressing three current challenges. One is better incomes for the farmers. Second, better nutrition for our consumers. And third, more sustainable technology for ecology. So these are the few things that I thought you must keep this in mind and see how you can grow this thing. But friends, technology is one thing, science is one thing, agriculture is one thing. This is all right. This is what is going to be our bread and butter possibly, and rightly so have you chosen this field. But then as young boys and girls, if we are going to live in the 21st century, a new generation that is going to be totally different from the generation that we have lived in, there is something that you must remember. I would like to spend some time on this with the permission of His Excellency the Governor and the Honorable Vice Chancellor. I would like you to listen to this more carefully. I think this is what is more important than all that I have said so far. And for want of being crisp, let me also read this rather than tell extempo. It is time now for me to change track and make a loud thinking on your life ahead. As you walk out today with your certificates in hand and ruminate with joy with the good old days you have had at the college and university, sooner than later, you will be awakened by the reality of life. The question before you will be, what next? Some of you may re-enter the university for higher studies, and some may have to look for professional and entrepreneurial engagement at the earliest. But all of you will one day be seeking for your own destiny in the real world. The 21st century that belongs to you is expected to be disruptive in every way. You are bound to see the squeezing of time and space as new revolutions in transportation and communication will come to conquer both these dimensions. The two sets of dimensions, space and time, and matter and energy, are supposed to have originated with Big Bang that occurred around 13.8 billion years ago. Since then, there has been slow and gradual evolution of life on Earth. Homo sapiens, the modern man, coming to remain as the most advanced of the millions of species. The present times are subjecting life on Earth to a constant inflection point, pushed by ever-accelerating pace of mobility. Mobility will continue to define the new norm, breaking down the concept and constructs of political boundaries, with states, nations, etc. becoming more symbolic than real. No more exciting will be the journey to Arctic or Antarctica, for a journey into space and camping on another planet may not be a far-fetched idea. The perception and practices of hierarchy can be expected to become relegated into the waste bins of history. These cataclysmic changes will be welcomed by many, but condemned by a few. Those now enjoying hereditary advantage and the associated cozy comfort and a sense of self-importance will become such outliers. Even those now deprived of the ovarian lottery and are having to walk through tough financial and social contexts may be aspiring to climb up such hierarchical pedestals. This is how most of us in India are accultured by our hierarchical society, vivisected by large denominations, caste, class, color, religion, race, and so on. Young friends, my purpose of making these observations this day is to prepare you for an entirely new world, a world that will be as different as chalk and cheese in comparison to the last 12,000 years of human civilization on Earth. The pace of change is only getting accelerated. As of now, change is occurring within less than a year, and the change is not incremental but disruptive. With such rapid changes, rather at breakneck speed, adjustment becomes that much more difficult. Before the Industrial Revolution, one took for granted the near constancy of the pattern and pace of life. There was change, but the change was so incremental that it always went unnoticed. The pace of change began to gain momentum in the 20th century, making it hard for many, particularly the uneducated, to cope with more obvious changes. Yet, that change now seems like a snail's pace visualized against the technological onslaught over the last 2 decades. The combination of information technology and bioengineering has begun to release unimaginable changes, challenging even the sense of security of the human beings. Before the arrival of modern technology, man was comfortable with his sense of superiority in relation to both physical and cognitive powers. Please remember these 2 words, physical power and cognitive power. New technology could surpass the humans in physical power. This was still acceptable to us, as humans never considered Amazonian power, the physical power, as something to hold aloft as a badge of honor. What is now under challenge is the cognitive power that humans have always assumed as their prerogative. In the present times defined by artificial intelligence and machine learning, when applied to our understanding of neuroscience and behavioral economics, it is possible that for them to outperform the human's cognitive power. That means machines will overtake the human power in decision making. This is throwing up fundamental challenges and disrupting the human's long-held sense of superiority. Advancements in the field of neuroscience and behavioral economics over the last few decades have given us deeper understanding into the process of decision making. It is now realized that choice that we make is not the decision of a free will. We always believe that there's free will, and today it is being challenged. But is that split-second calculation of the probabilities of billions of neurons. With further understanding of the biochemical mechanisms that lie behind human emotions, desires, and choices, possibly computers may score over man himself in the analysis of human behavior and forecasting of human decisions. The auto-driven vehicle, already a reality, is the proof of such a possibility. When my generation passed out of college, we were reasonably confident that all that we had learned would be standing us in good stead. We knew that we may be offered a job based on our education and that we could measure up to the demands of our profession. We never had any doubts about our ability to live by the societal social norms. There was that sense of stability in life. Yet, it is my own generation which was confronted with the arrival of information technology and left confounded in consequence. Those of us who didn't want to break out of our cocoons of comfort and learn to work on computers and network systems have become the new illiterates. Once out of sync with the ability to use digital platforms, that person deprives himself of all the online facilities, including those simple things as booking a flight ticket or a hotel room or transferring money to the parents or the help. Dear boys and girls, please imagine what might happen to you over the next 30 years. By then you will be in your 50s, probably only halfway through your life, given the certainty of increasing lifespan. Remember that the biological potential of human lifespan is 135 years, which we are yet to harvest. That deadly combination of artificial intelligence and bioengineering may cascade by then into a totally new world, where you as a human being are challenged by robots. What seems a figment of imagination today, but with high probability of the future becoming science fiction like, a real life that you may have to live may challenge your ability to cope. Any change is distasteful, stressful, particularly as one grows into 50s of his chronological age. With a roller coaster change expected to lace the future of life ashore, you may have to face newness all the time. This is the biggest and most complex challenge that your generation can be expected to face. Therefore, you need to learn to remain elastic and malleable in mind. A healthy mind can rest in a healthy body, which means that you will need to be always focused on your health. While on this, I remember a popular saying that we all learned at school and college. If wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. If character is lost, everything is lost. Friends, you will do well to remember this piece of advice always in your life. The biggest strength is not physical but moral power. The invincible courage comes neither from physical strength nor positional power. It will come from your ethical and moral values. You will be able to face any challenge in life as long as you are told by your own conscience that you have done no wrong. And with this, you have none else to fear, whoever that may be, even God for that matter. As I end, let me share with the university teachers as to what you should be focusing on, besides going through the academic content, to prepare your students for a future world of flux. The pedagogical experts advocate that learning centers must switch from stuffing the students with information to teaching the 4 C's: critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. In my opinion, it would benefit the future citizens to add M, morality, to the 4 C's. And remember this as 4C plus M. If adopted religiously, it has a potential of upgrading itself into 4C into M. That means M becomes a factor of unlimited power and make your life transformative. How then can we instill morality into the personality of our students? This is a question that the teachers need to ask. The very word morality may fall within several domains, encompassing religion, spiritualism, philosophy, societal traditions, customs, materialism, law, and so on. However, I feel the best path to a life of morality lies in integrating our own life with that of others. 3 critical values that can take us on this path are empathy, compassion, and altruism. Empathy refers to one's ability to take the perspective of and feel the emotions of the other. That is empathy. But just feeling for others is not enough. You need compassion. Therefore, compassion is when these feelings of empathy and thoughts include the desire to help somebody. Here the thoughts get translated into a more concrete shape. That is also not sufficient. We therefore need altruism. Altruism in turn alludes to kindness, selfless behavior, often prompted by feelings of compassion, though not necessarily. And altruism isn't always motivated by compassion. It can be otherwise too. Compassion is the desire to help and gets translated into action. That means your thought, your word now becomes a piece of action. So these 3 things I would like you to remember. Before I close, let me quote Mahatma Gandhi. In April 1931, when he was invited by FICCI in Delhi, he told the industrialists that you must consider yourself as a custodian of all the wealth and the servants of the poor people. Modifying Mahatma Gandhi's statement in 1931, we can now believe, and we should believe, that we are the custodians of the Mother Earth and all the natural resources that Mother Earth is giving us, and keep this in a sustainable basis for the future. So friends, let me close up by saying that I do so by expressing my gratitude to His Excellency, the Governor, the respected Vice Chancellor, the Board of Management, and the staff, the parents, distinguished invitees, young students of this university, and the media friends for giving me the privilege of being with you at this holy abode, and be able to wish all the young boys and girls who are walking out to the certificates and gold medals the very best for their life. And we all together wish you Godspeed, and may you become excellent citizens of not just Andhra Pradesh, not just India, but become the global citizens as Rabindranath Tagore always called for. Thank you. Namaskar.
I request the Honorable Chancellor and the Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Vishwabhushan Harichandanji, to deliver the convocation address.
Today's chief guest, Dr. Ashok Dalwai, Chief Executive Officer, National Rainfed Area Authority, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, Dr. A. Vishnuvardhan Reddy, Vice Chancellor, members of the Board of Management, members of the Academic Council, learned faculty, officials, students of Acharya N.G. Ranga Agricultural University and their parents, members of the media, other dignitaries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good evening to you all. I heartily welcome you all for the 51st convocation of the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University. It is indeed remarkable that Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University is holding its 51st annual convocation within 3 months of holding the 50th annual convocation. I appreciate the university officials for their efforts. I am happy to know that Dr. Ashok Dalwai, an eminent personality, a member of the IAS who served in the state of Orissa and Karnataka earlier, has been with the Government of India from 2010 onwards and contributed immensely by introducing several reforms in the field of textile industry, local bodies, agriculture, etc. He also served as the chairman of the Inter-Ministerial Committee on doubling the farmers' income. And it is well known to me, it is a matter of great pleasure and pride for me that when I was the minister, was also served as secretary in Orissa. And he is so well known and he is so thorough and so effective and efficient in his works that nobody can come to praise. It is a great pleasure that when I am the Chancellor, he has conferred with this doctorate degree. At the outset, I extend my hearty congratulations to all the students who are graduating today. Today, you have been rewarded for your hard work and for perfectly balancing professional, personal, and co-curricular goals during your tenure in Acharya N.G. Ranga Agricultural University. My special appreciation and congratulations to the winners of the gold medals, awards, and distinctions for their zeal and perseverance in acquiring knowledge for achieving excellence in your chosen field. The current situation demands transformation of the agricultural education to suit the global demands of eliminating food insecurity, malnutrition, and rural poverty. Intensive training of our youth is needed to motivate them and to retain them agricultural profession for the development of the agricultural sector. The Government of India has given utmost importance to agriculture sector. to emphasize the high priority given to cultural education, the center has declared 3rd December every year to be celebrated as the Agricultural Education Day to commemorate the birth anniversary of our first President, Bharat Ratna, Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad. I once again appreciate the initiative of the university for training high school pass-outs in agriculture and allied sciences and awarding them diplomas in agriculture, polytechnic, seed technology, polytechnic, and organic farming. I am happy to learn that 92 students from the university have qualified in the ICAR, IRF, SRF, and GATE examinations during the academic year 2017-18. It is the bounden duty of an agricultural university to impart knowledge to rural people and uplift their standard of living besides formal education to graduates. I am happy to know that in this direction, the university has started the Open and Distance Learning Center with the motto of extending agricultural education through distance learning to farmers, farm women, rural youth, and other stakeholders. I am also happy to know that the university has taken steps to launch short-term certificate courses in Krishi Vigyan Kendras, in organic farming, terrace gardening, beekeeping, mushroom production, millet promotion, and agricultural journalism under ODLC. I congratulate the College of Food Science and Technology, Puli Mendula, and SB University, Tirupati, for their invention and patenting the process for preparing dehydrated fruit bar for prickly pear fruits, and another patent by university on machinery and process of manufacturing of cane jaggery in Chrysler form, granted in the year 2021. Dear young students, employment opportunities in agriculture sector are plenty and they only need to be exploited. I suggest to university to also encourage students to become entrepreneurs. I recall that the university has already pioneered several initiatives in this direction, such as Rural Agriculture Work Experience Program, Experimental Learning Program, and Internship in Plant Training, Industrial Attachment as components to build confidence among students and to explore avenue for self-employment. The success of this university is directly proportional to your individual success. The quality of education you have received in this university will certainly help you adapt to the different situations and cross all hurdles. Always keep in mind that you have a responsibility towards the farming community, your parents, and to the society. However, to keep pace in the growing demands on food security, technology development, and adoption should be at a faster rate. Indian agriculture needs to adopt digital technologies that have the potential to offer out of box solutions and ideas. I'm sure that with the smart technologies, smart decisions are possible that finally reap economic benefits to the farmers. Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University has shown good progress in application of novel agricultural technologies such as drone technology, geospatial technology, nanotechnology in offering sustainable solutions. I appreciate the unflinching efforts of the university faculty in advocating precision farming and sustainable agriculture. I am happy to learn that the university has established an exclusive center for FP sensor and smart applications research in agriculture in Ram, Guntur, and is researching on several agriculture-related applications. I advise you all to practice yoga and meditation for your overall well-being, to overcome physical and mental stress, maintain good health, and enhance your endurance levels. Choose a field which suits you and gives you more satisfaction. Inculcate the habit of lifelong learning, and success will be yours. As Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan said, a life of joy and happiness is possible only on the basis of knowledge and science. As all of you know, that Andhra Pradesh is very much advanced in the field of agriculture in the whole country. It has a great contribution to agriculture in the country, as I see. And I will also request the Vice Chancellor and others that the students and also the pass-outs and everybody, that you visit the fields, go to the society, look to the nation, look to the people, and especially the farmers who are working under the hot sun and rains, and what are their difficulties. And the agriculture scientists, they are also to find out different types of crops, how to be raised. Now, so far as this organic farming is concerned, almost there is a revolution for it. I have here visited some fields and talked to the farmers about organic farming. It is the requirement of the day, because as you know, by application of chemicals and pesticides, the crops are being spoiled. They are becoming poisonous, and taking those crops, we are also inviting so many diseases. So let us think about the organic farming, and there should be research on this, and farmers should be encouraged in the field of this organic farming. And if you go to the field, you will have different experiences also. Not only we will teach them, in some places we will definitely guide the farmers, but they have, from their experience, we have to learn many things. Just for instance, I said that in perhaps it is 2001 or 2002, in Orissa there was a severe drought in southern Orissa. I went to the field, talked to the farmers, moved with them in the paddy fields. And they were, at that time, they were in a very disappointed state. They said that, how can we live please tell us, do something for us. I told them, you tell me what can be done, what best can be done, I will definitely do. They suggested that water is the real necessity. And even now, if some water can be provided, some crops can be saved and will be saved. We can live. Then, you tell me the solution. They said, please renovate all the old tanks in the villages. And wherever there is no tank, dig new tanks. And I had immediately ordered. And they had also suggested for these check dams also, that there are certain springs which can be checked, and that is also the system in some places in Western Odisha. And that I had ordered. I said, I am doing it immediately, providing the funds, and you go ahead with it. And that was a learning for the government. So, not that we will teach them, they will also teach us. They will also tell us about their experience and what sort of methods they are adopting. So, in this society, to do your job, in whatever sphere you work, you mix with the people, there are many problems, stand by them, support the people, and support the nation. Thank you all. Joy.
I request the Honorable Chancellor, Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, and the Governor of Andhra Pradesh to accept a memento as a token of love and affection from the students, faculty, and Board of Management of Acharya Engineering Agriculture University. I request Dr. V. Changareddy, Honorable Member, Board of Management, to present a memento to Honorable Governor. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, the university is doing very well, sir.
A vote of thanks by the Registrar,
Very well, sir.
Ranguru.
Yes, yes, sir.
On behalf of University, Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, and my own personal behalf, with utmost respect and gratitude, I sincerely thank His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Chancellor of Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, Sri Bishwabhushan Harichandanji, for consenting to conduct this 51st convocation of Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, sparing his valuable time and delivering the convocation address. Sir, your words are truly inspirational, especially for the young graduates passing out in this convocation, and all your directions for them to toil with the farmers who are working hard in the hot sun in the fields, and take note of their constraints and how best we can solve their problems. And also the guidance, and also you have given to all the stakeholders for agricultural development in the state in particular, and overall development in the state and nation in general. I sincerely place on record my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to Chief Guest cum Orator for today's 51st Annual Convocation, Dr. Ashok Dalwai-ji, CEO, National Rainfed Area Authority, Government of India, for accepting our invitation to be the Chief Guest of the 51st Convocation of Angrove. Sir, definitely your speech is inspiring and your message for the young graduates, because who will be the next generation, as you rightly pointed out certain points between balancing the food produced, especially with respect to balanced nutrition of the populations, and also how best we can have the technology within our limits so that it won't overtake the human brain or human think tank. I am very happy to express my deep sense of gratitude and thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor, Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, Dr. A. Vishnuvardhan Reddy Garu, for all the guidance in all matters, and your leadership is remarkable in placing our university on the top slot for contributing to state and nation through education, research and extension. On behalf of Angrove, I profusely thank the honorable members, Board of Management, Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, university officers, distinguished guests, members of Academic Council, students and their parents, teaching and non-teaching staff of the university, press and electronic media, and on very special note, I wish to place on record my gratitude and thanks to all those who have worked very hard through various committees in making all arrangements and contributed immensely for conduct of this convocation successfully. Finally, I congratulate award winners and students who have conferred with degrees and their parents. Jai Hind. Now presentation of awards and UG students gold medals for the year 2017 and 18. Meritorious Teacher Awards. Dr. B. Ravindra Reddy, Associate Professor, Statistics and Computer Applications, SV Agricultural College, Tirupati. Dr. S. Hemad Jyoti, Associate Professor, Agricultural Economics, Agriculture College, Rajamahendravaram. Dr. B. Srinivasal Reddy, Associate Professor, Processing and Food Engineering, Dr. NTR College of Agriculture Engineering, Bapatla. Next, Meritorious Research Scientist Awards. Dr. V. Bhuvaneshwari, Scientist Plant Pathology, RARS, Maruteru. Dr. M. Srinivas, Senior Scientist Agronomy, Regional Agriculture Research Station, Maruteru. Dr. A. Sambaya, Senior Scientist, Agriculture Engineering, Regional Agriculture Research Station, Lam, Guntur. Is he there? Meritorious Extension Scientist Awards, Dr. O. Sharada, Senior Scientist, Agriculture Extension, Regional Agriculture Research Station, Lam, Guntur. Acharya Injiranga Young Scientist Award, U. Triveni, Scientist Agronomy, ARS, Vijayanagaram. Endowment prizes and medals. Dr. A.V. Krishnaya Memorial Gold Medal for the Best Agricultural Scientist for the year 2017-18 is awarded to Dr. P. Venkatramana Rao, Senior Scientist Plant Breeding, RARS, Maruteru. Sri Veerapaneni Narsimham Memorial Gold Medal for the Best Research in Plant Pathology Discipline in Andhra Pradesh for the year 2017-18 is awarded to Dr. G. Bindu Madhavi, Senior Scientist Plant Pathology, RARS, Lam, Guntur. The Sugarcane Growers Association of Messrs. The KCP Sugars and Sugar Industries Corporation Limited prize for the best sugarcane research for the year 2017-18 is awarded to Dr. M. Bharatalakshmi, Associate Director of Research, Regional Agriculture Research Station, Anakapalli. V.R. Durgamba Charitable Trust Endowment Gold Medal for outstanding research on organic farming in sugarcane in Andhra Pradesh for the year 2017-18 is awarded to Dr. B. Vazanta, Scientist Soil Science, ARS, Perumalapalli. Srimati Vallabhaneni Lakshmamma, wife of Vallabhaneni Subbanarsaya Gold Medal for Best Agriculture Scientist for the year 2017-18 is awarded to Dr. C.H. Sita Ramalakshmi, Senior Scientist Soil Science, Regional Agriculture Research Station, Anakapalli. Sri Mandav Venkatramaya Gold Medal for the Best Researcher for the year 2018 is awarded to Dr. N. Anuradha, Senior Scientist, Genetics and Plant Breeding, Agriculture Research Station, Vijayanagaram. Next, undergraduate level, Kalluru Sudhamani is awarded 2 gold medals, Sri Neelam Raju Ganga Prasad Rao and Kamala Gold Medal for having completed BSc degree with highest OGPA amongst the students of all agriculture colleges of the university, and Mani Matlapudi Memorial Gold Medal for having completed BSc degree with highest OGPA amongst the girl students of all agriculture colleges of the university. Pula Aparna is awarded Sri Parisa Yanadi Memorial Gold Medal for having completed BSc degree with highest OGPA in the subject of agricultural extension amongst the students of all agricultural colleges in the university. L. Sangeeta is awarded Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Gold Medal for having completed BSc degree with highest OGPA amongst the SC/ST students of all agricultural colleges of the university. P. Himabindu is awarded Sri Raja Emmanuel Royal Kondeti Gold Medal for having completed BSc degree with highest OGPA amongst the SC students of all agricultural colleges of the university. Karan Patel is awarded 2 gold medals. Dr. D. Apparao and Srimati Satyavati Gold Medal for having completed B.Tech Agriculture Engineering degree with highest OGPA amongst the students of all agriculture engineering colleges of the university, and late Sri Papola Murahir Rao Gold Medal for having completed B.Tech Agriculture Engineering degree with highest OGPA amongst the students of all agriculture engineering colleges of the university. G. Sushmita Priyanka is awarded 2 gold medals, Dr. Kamaraj Mangasri Memorial Gold Medal and late Sri Papola Murahir Rao Gold Medal for having completed BSc Honours Home Science degree with highest OGPA in the university. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. G. Ramarao, Dean Postgraduate Studies, to present the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy in Agriculture and Doctor of Philosophy in Agriculture Engineering.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you the candidates in accordance with the graces of Board of Management. Just pass and pray the candidates. They may be admitted to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy in Agriculture, Doctor of Philosophy in Agriculture Engineering in the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, I admit you to the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy in Agriculture and Doctor of Philosophy in Agricultural Engineering in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with the degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your degree.
Names chadavandi, please.
Number 1, G. Narayana Swami. Number 2, Bhagavati Priya. Number 3, U. Vijay Bhaskar Reddy. Number 5, K. Arunodayam. Number 6, G. Sivakumar. Number 7, K. Devik. Number 8, Nagarjuna V. Number 9, Y. Johan. Number 11, G. Ramesh. Number 12, D. Shekhar. Number 13, B. Maunika. Number 16, L. Suryanarayana. Number 17, Ravikant B. Number 18, Hariram Kumar B. Number 20, G. Venkata Sunil Kumar. Surname. R. Praveen Kumar. KVS Ramareddy. A. Ramarao. Kishan K. MSc.
I request Dr. G. Ramarao, Dean Postgraduate Studies, to present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Science in Agriculture, Master of Technology in Agriculture Engineering, and Master of Agribusiness Management.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you these candidates in accordance with the graces of Board of Management just passed, and pray that they may be admitted to the degrees of Master of Science in Agriculture, Master of Agribusiness Management, Master of Technology in Agriculture Engineering in the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, I admit you to the degrees of Master of Science in Agriculture, Master of Technology in Agricultural Engineering, and Master in Business Management of Agribusiness Management in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with the degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your degree.
Divyamani B. G. Rajita. V. Prithvi Gaud, Bandi Himasri, Y. Sandhya, M. Emmanuel, P. Venkatramanaya, C. Venkatamaduri, M. Svetasri, B. Swarajya Lakshmi Naidu, Suresh Naik, Ajay Kumar, M. Sri Lakshmi, B. Lakshmi Manisha, B. Sarath Babu, K. Madhavi Lata, M. Rajshekar, Akkineni Anish, K. Vijay Lakshmi, Hari Krishna, K. Anand Kumar, Reshma Murugan, సార్ అయిపోయినాయి.
Sir, next to Faculty of Agriculture, UG. I request Dr. K. Larity, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you these candidates in accordance with the grace of the Board of Management just passed, and pray that they may be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture in the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, I admit you to the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with the degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your degree.
Thank you. Amruta Valli Sindura, number 171. One 172 Anjaneyal Naik. Babura 173. Banu Pratap 174.
Okay, Durya put them all.
Yeah. Chandana Srihari 175. Harish Kumar 179. Harshavardhan Raidu 180. Jabez Shastri 181. Jabez Shastri. Karthik 182. Mary Sharon 187. Nani Babu 189. Raga Malika 194. Ramana Kumari 195. Ravi Kumar 196. Sangeeta 197. Sudhamini. Sudhamini లాగా అనిపించింది. Sudhamini 201. Sudhamini. Sorry. Suryakala 202. Varalakshmi. Varalakshmi 208. Vasudevarao 210. Vasudevarao. Satya Uma Maheshwari Devi 218. Adilakshmi 221. Aparna 222. Gangireddy 226. Jayasri 229. Wait. Jayasri. Sudhamani 232. Sudhamani. Kalyani 233. Lavanya 236. Nandakishore Reddy 239. Naveen Kumar 241. Navya Tejaswani 242. Navya. Parmesh Kumar Naik 243. Parmesh. Leda Pratyusha. Pratyusha 247. Pratyusha 247.
Missing your thing, everything like that. Do something, Pratisha. Do something do something electronics for a change.
ఆమెకేదో మిస్ అయింది. Raghu Prasad 248. Sheikh Hussain Javed 250. Yashwant 251. Yashwant. Sivakumar 252. Sivakumar. Ashok Kumar 260. Naveen Kumar 261. Naveen. Venkatesh 262. M. Rajesh. M. Rajesh 263. Rajesh. Mahesh 264. Mahesh 264. Suresh 265. Suresh. Lavanya 268. 11. Swarupa 270. Swarupa. Sheikh Mahijabin 274. Mahijabin. Praveen Kumar 276. Shravan Kumar. Shravan Kumar 278. Shravan Kumar. Uday Kumar 281. Uday. Blessina 283. Sarvanti 285. Srihari 287. Srihari. Kavya 288. Hrishikesh 289. Hrishikesh. Praveen Kumar 290. Praveen Kumar. Rajeshwari 291. Rajeshwari. Nagaraju 292. Nagaraju. Stella Priyadarshini 293. Priyadarshini Stella. Himabindu 296. Himabindu. Sumant Kumar 298. Sumant Kumar. Trinad 299. Trinad. Uday Bhaskar 300. Uday Bhaskar. Vinila. Vinila 301. Vinila 301. Gauri Harichandra Prasad 302. Harichandra Prasad. Sheikh Jafar Sadiq 303. Jafar Sadiq. Niharika 275. Niharika. Triveni 279. Triveni. Usharani 280. Usharani. Done?
Next, BTech called, sir. I request Dr. K. L. Reddy, Dean Faculty of Agriculture Engineering and Technology, to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Agriculture Engineering and Bachelor of Technology in Food Technology.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you these candidates in accordance with the grace of the Board of Management just passed, and pray that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Agricultural Engineering and Bachelor of Technology in Food Technology in the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agricultural University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of the Acharya N.G. Ranga Agricultural University, I admit you to the degrees of Bachelor of Technology in Agricultural Engineering and Bachelor of Technology in Food Technology in this university, and in token thereof you have been presented with the degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your degree.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
C. Anil Kumar Reddy 307. Chakrapani Reddy 308. Dinesh Kumar 309. Dinesh. Hemant 311. Hemant. Hemabindu 312. Hemabindu. Congratulations. Karan Patel, 314. Karan Patel. Muhammad Sohail, 315. Muhammad Jilani, 316. Nandakumar Reddy, 317. Natraj, 318. Sai Prasanna, 319. Mahendranath Reddy, 320.
Next, Home Science faculty, sir. I request Dr. T. Diraja, Dean, Faculty of Community Science, to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours, Home Science.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present to you these candidates in accordance with the grace of the Board of Management just passed, and pray that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Home Science in the Acharya Engineering Agriculture University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of the Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, I admit you to the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Home Science in this university, and in token thereof you have been presented with the degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your degree. Yes.
321 N. Anusha. Three 29 G. Sushmita Priyanka.
Next, admission to the degrees in absentia, sir. I request Dr. G. Ramarao, Dean, Postgraduate Studies, to present the candidates for the various degrees in absentia.
Mr. Chancellor, permit me to present the candidates whose names are herewith submitted, and also those who have applied to receive their degrees in person but could not be present now, be admitted to their respective degrees in absentia.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of the Acharya Engineering Agriculture University, I admit in absentia the candidates listed for their respective degrees in this university, including those who, having applied to receive their degrees in person but could not be present now, and in token thereof permit the registrar to present them with their degrees, and authorize the degree holders to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of their degrees.
Thank you, sir.
Next, presentation of memento and felicitation to the chief guest. I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to dissolve the convocation.
I dissolve this convocation.
I request all to stand for national anthem, please.
Thank you so much for everything. It was a very good program and we really loved being here. Welcome. We'll discuss sometime. Yeah,